doing my thing. Go with that mode. Okay, I'm gonna stick there. Speech chat. Hop out. Doing my thing. Starting up here. I wonder if the music is actually playing. Anyway, I'll slide back here. Hey guys. Let me see. Let me look at my stream. Anyway, I'll slide back here. Hey guys. It is not playing. What the what? Let me see. Let me look at my stream. All right. That's probably getting some annoying things. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let me do that. Yeah, why? That's not what I want. I want. Okay, let me see if this works. Uh-huh. Sorry for the little beginning here. Let me see. Is that... Let me see. Live! I want to go live! Live. Is that playing? It doesn't tell me. Because it would be more exciting if it is. Live! I want to go live! I want to go live! Okay. It's not. Is that playing? It doesn't tell me. Because it would be more exciting if it is. Okay. I think you're getting a double thing in here, but let me try this. I'll just go back to that. I know a way to make this work. I want to, what am I trying to do? I'm going to hit this button, properties, I think I can do, hey, I have music coming in there. I can't figure out how to have it go into my stream, and that's way too loud. Uh-huh. Okay. Do multi-stream. Since I'm the only person on here, I can mess with this just a little bit. Sorry about this. This is helping. This is going to help me though in the future. Why do you not work when I try to add you as an audio source? want it. Music test. Okay. Add source. Okay. So now when I go back to here, music test should be one of them. Yes. And I should be able to go to here. It should be playing, but it is not. Aha. Because I'm probably doing something dumb. Oh wait, that looks like it's going. Okay, let me see. Let me monitor my stream. Dumb. Oh wait, that looks like it's going. But it's not appearing on Twitch. Okay. Audible is audible. Yes. Yes. I like how I'm also listening to myself here, which is weird. Okay, I tell you what. If something suddenly happens, it suddenly happens. I'm going to just turn this down. That's too loud. It needs to be down there anyway. So I'm hoping that okay, I'm going to put you right here. This out of the stream, and we will talk about shortly what I'm doing here. All right. What do we have going on here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got a new game deal. Keep an eye on those. Hit those immediately. I don't care about that one. Okay. So, here's what we got going on today. So, I have a PS3 right here. Frame rate's a little off, but it's at least on my computer. So I should also start by saying that that the computer I use, my computer I'm using for while I'm at my workbench, is like my worst computer. It's a computer that was my gaming computer from like 10 years ago. So it works ish, but it's slow. So it's not great for video and stuff like that. So it's going to do an okay job, but it's not as good as like the other stuff I have, which is it's fine. It's fine for this. So if you have any issues, I should have everything. Actually, let me bring that up so I can see if we have a chat. Okay. And so what we're going to do today is we are going to take this is a PS3 that I recently purchased. If I'll flip it around and so that you can see that it is what's special about it, it's what's called a slim, but what's special about it is right there in the middle, is it's a CECH 2101 model. That's important because that means that I can I can put custom firmware on it, which is what I want to do. So if you know if you could probably if you don't know me, one of the things I've been doing is I've been purchasing a lot of PS3 games. I've been working on my PS3 collection. Now the problem is that I've gotten a lot of games that are pretty expensive and pretty rare. Like so, I have like Africa, which is considered one of the most expensive games for it, and I want to play it, but I don't want to play it like the other one. The one that really I want to play is Yakuza Dead Souls. So I bought it and I have a copy of it, but I don't want the disc to be continually running as I play through a 40-hour game. So what I want to do is I wanted to get a PS3 that I can soft mod so that I can copy my games to a hard drive, which is something that you can that you can totally do, and it's in there. So the problem is that I'm not going to go through all the detail. This isn't going to be a tutorial or anything because there's some great ones out there that I've already watched, which is probably a problem because I'm going to go by memory, and usually when I do that, I miss steps. So I might have to bring this up and go. But I'm not doing that in this stream. That's going to be in kind of part 2 that I might do a little bit later. But to prepare for that, what I need to do is I need to get a PS3 that one is capable of doing that. So maybe give you a little history of what I have on PS3. I don't have them all here because it would be a pain to dig them out. So the first, I have a launch PS3. I have the PS3 Fat. It's backwards compatible. It's the one that everybody wants. But as everybody knows, that's who's in the PS3 game, is that those are also, they're not unreliable, but they're the ones that are most prone to damage. So, since it was my PS3, what I did is I said, hey, I need to give me another PS3 and then put that one in storage for now. Just let it store, and it's one of those that I'll do maintenance on it at some point, but I don't want to keep it powered up, and I don't want to, make things worse. I'm just going to put it in storage, and then at some point in the future, I'm going to go and do maintenance. So I got a PS3 Slim, like this one. It's a model 3000, which is not available to do that. Now, I know that you can go and you can do some things and do what I want to do on that one, but PS3s are relatively cheap nowadays. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to get one that I wanted to do everything I want to it. And so that's what I'm doing here. So I got me a pretty cheap PS3 Slim. I tested it, and they also have another model. It's called the Super Slim that I like, but I like this. I really like the design of this system. I actually think even more than the original PS3. I think that this is the best model of it. So, like I said, I got this version. I got it delivered a few weeks ago, and it was when I was doing. I have a Switch stream. Oh, there it is. So this is the PS3 that I got. That I don't know if you just joined, Justin, but I'm talking about what I'm doing. This, as I said before, this is a model. Make sure I do this the right direction. Right, get there. This is a CECH 2101 model, which is important to do what I want to do. So that's where I want to I'm going to jailbreak this eventually. But in this stream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lot of things to it. So one of the things I did is I bought this, which this is just a shell, but it's a sweet looking white version of it. So what I want to do is I want to take all of the innards from this PS3 and move it over here. I'll just go through what I have here. I have a whole bunch of thermal pads of various thicknesses. So I'm going to trim up and replace all the thermal pads on there. While I'm doing that, I'm also going to put new thermal paste. I got some MX4 here, and I'm going to put that in. I have this is a USB stick that I'm going to need to do some stuff to it. That's kind of not important. I'm, of course, going to replace the battery. But more importantly, I'm going to I got a 1 terabyte SSD that I'm going to put in here. So that's the plan for today. Take everything out of here, clean it up. Got my IPA ready to go. I've got my paper towels. I got a blower I'm probably going to need to do. I'm not going to clean this plastic case too much. It's what I'm really going to do is I'm going to probably pull everything out of here and have it there. And I'll probably just put it back here. You'll probably see it on this bed. I have, when I test, I got my cables here ready to go to test it. And so yeah, so it should be good to go. And what I'm going to do then, after I have this in here and have it going, I'm going to I'm going to put it on there. It's going to take a long time to do some of that stuff. So the other part I want to do is I'm going to also then I'm going to have this after I do all these.
Why is the white case better?
It's just cooler. They don't have that. The PS3 Slims in the US didn't come out in a white case. So I just want it because it looks cool.
It works faster, duh.
That's true. It's white, so it'll be, wait a minute. Let me rewind. It's a different color, so it'll be better. That's what I wanted to say. So I will say probably the biggest drama I'm going to have of this whole thing is I will kind of want to remove this label.
That's racist.
Yeah, I know. That's why that started going there, and I was like, that was an unintended racist statement. So that's why I didn't want to say that. Anyway, that being said, let me move some of the stuff around a little bit. I'll put you down here. So what I'm going to do, that's the plan for it, and I'm going to move some stuff around. I got my not sponsored because I don't have sponsored because like only 3 people watch me, but I got my iFixit tool case here. I will say even though I know this is kind of like a thing that you see all over the place, it's for a reason, is that it is really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you aside for now. Let's just set you back there. And I'm going to start removing parts and pieces. Let me get this straightened out. We'll go ahead and get started tearing this thing apart. All right. Let's see. I'm going to get my spudger here. I'm going to start by removing this, which is the hard drive. Make sure you can see this. Yes. Okay. Get it in there. All right. That seems about
What's
right.
the odds on bricking it permanently?
I was thinking about this. Is how dangerous is this? I feel like it's pretty low. I mean, it's not 0 because I'm going to have to be taking out connectors and stuff like that. But so it's not 0, but at the same time, I feel pretty confident about this one. Uh-oh, I shouldn't put that back in. Son of a gun. But also at the end of the day, I mean, this isn't like the if I did break this thing, it's not it's not the end of the world. These things aren't. This one right here, this PS3, it didn't cost me that much. It cost me like I want to say. Actually, I don't remember, but it was like $70 or cheaper, so it's not too terrible. All right, so here's the hard drive that comes with it. It is what is it? It's Toshiba hard drive. I don't see the size of it. Written on here. So, I will say I'm starting to get dust bunnies, so that's always a good thing from the very get-go. I'm going to go ahead. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm starting it. Let's do the very first thing we do is we do the hard drive update. Replacing the hard drive. I say the thing that's more likely to happen is I lose screws. So no, I have a screw loose jokes. So I will also say that to make this more interesting, is I did want to have music in the background. So I started my stream off with like about 15 minutes of me trying to get music playing, and that did not work. So I don't know. I gotta figure that out. But it's I'll figure it out at some point. But I do intend to be. So this is what the hard drive looks like. She's not in too bad shape. I mean, I'm definitely gonna keep it. So I will just set you aside. But get my snips out here. Actually, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you in here and put you in here and realize I probably shouldn't have tore this up so much. And get my marker out. Actually, I'm going to not just get my marker out, but I'll do this. And right and this is model again is a CECH2101. CEH2101. So got that ready to go. And I'll put you in. Pull off the remove before installing sticker that I almost didn't put in. All right. There we go.
You going to test it before doing the rest of the mod?
Oh God, no. This isn't a mod. I'm not really modding anything. I'm just all I'm doing is just moving boards from one to another and cleaning. So it's not really a mod. So in theory, of course, in theory that's this. In theory, this isn't the smartest idea, but it's fine. Because the other problem is that now that I've done this, is that I actually have a lot of I got to put the new operating system on this, so that's why I have the USB stick. And I've been kind of poor on USB sticks, so I'm going to so that's why I got the one. I got it during Prime Day. I will say one thing though. I will test is I'll just make sure she fits in. All right, but I've not done this in this one, but I did this process on my. So I'm using a PS3, as I had mentioned earlier. I'm using one. Yep, that fits in, no problem. So this is good to go. All right. Now let's start pulling them off. I know that I probably should have gotten some bags, but that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all these things off, and then I'm going to tape them up, because I'm not intending to use this this case, but I figure it's probably worthwhile because it's pretty. I mean, it's a nice case, so it's worth keeping around. I think it might be nicer than the the other PS3 Slim I wanted. So if I wanted to reshell one later, I can. Did these not? I thought these things did come off. Maybe that one doesn't come off. Yeah, that's right. That's right. My other problem is I don't know on the case that I got, because I got the case from China. I don't know. I don't know what like hardware comes with it. So it's it's probably not that great. All right. So what I like to do is I like to get my little blue tape here, and I'm just going to put these in here. I'm just going to keep it with the system after I close it up. So I have it, and I'm going to label what these are. All right. Where'd my Sharpie go? Oh, it's right here. That's really embarrassing to say, hey, where'd my Sharpie go when it's like right here on the screen? Feet and VERS. Okay.
That's good TV.
Yeah, I figured it probably is. So I got these two pieces I won't use again, so I'm going to set them. Stuff I'm not going to use again. I will use that, because that came with the case. I'll just set it right here on the floor. Okay. All right. Let's pull off the... Yep. Now, I believe, if I remember correctly, these are all the same size. Doo-doo. So yeah, I mean, I will say that for that this is assuming all this stuff works and I don't cause any huge drama, which for me is likely I will cause huge drama. That that this is a that this is something this is a good this is a good thing to do, particularly because these systems aren't that expensive. Okay, I'm just going to take and kind of put you in this, and I may have to use these later. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping all the screws are included with the replacement case, but again, it's from China, so Okay. Bottom. Now I know there's a couple more. Yeah, right here. I need a little bit better light here. There we go. Wait a minute, what is these? I might need to... Oh, these are Torx. Oh my god, Torx. Alright, where's my Torx bits in here? Is it this one? I think that'll work. Do I have a smaller Torx than that one? I do. Yeah, that one feels better.
Waving hand, smiling face with hearts, face blowing a kiss, face blowing a kiss.
Hello, Mom. Thanks for emojiing me. I'm currently tearing apart a PlayStation 3. This is the bottom front, so I will also all right, I'll set that aside. Oh, I just realized that. Wow. Yo, what just happened? Drama. Okay, drama's fixed. That's
Thanks.
okay. Let me make sure I'm centered. All right. Now let's put these guys on. And we are now, so that's these bottom front screws. And then I think I'll be able to open this. All right, now if I've seen it correctly from what I've watched, this now, I'm going to turn it this way. I think this is a more exciting way. All right, so now I should be able to open it. It's definitely, something doesn't feel quite right. Do I have more? No. I don't think that one was removed.
Random Pi 0.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's right here. Yep. That's just in case you need a Pi 0. I got one just handy.
My PS3 can't load games and apps.
Uh-oh. Well, I will say that's not good. Hopefully it's not. Yeah, I know the big thing is thermal, so they have what's called the yellow light of death. That is a problem. Now I will say that I don't think this will definitely necessarily fix if you're having a problem. Now again, I should also say that I'm not an expert at this. This is the first time I've torn one apart, as you can tell, because I'm currently having issues opening the top. Okay, so it feels like there's a screw still somewhere. Oh, I know where the problem is. This right here. If this is the this is the there it is. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, that's the warranty one. I forgot to take off the warranty thing. Well, my PS3 is no longer under warranty. My bad. Nope. Put you back. All right. But I will say that, like I was saying before, I think that doing this, at least as maintenance stuff, it helps PS3s in general. Because I guarantee this has thermal paste that's going to be very dry because, you know, this is more than 10-year-old console. All right. And I'm going to label you as warranty. So I'm doing this because I'm not really sure. I have a bag here. I'll pull it up. Actually, I should put out. Here's what I'll do. this came with the replacement shell, and I'm not there. Okay, there's a sticker, and there's a whole bunch. You can see here. There's a whole bunch of screws, but I don't know how much screws are actually they replaced on there. So we'll see. But on the plus side, what I'll do is I'm going to use this bag that it came with to put all the stuff I'm going to keep with the console, with the black console. Okay. Now I think I can open it. And this is going to be the first time opening this, hopefully. Okay, Oh, there we go. All right, let's see how dirty it is. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So this is what I'm working with.
That's barely dirty at all.
Yeah, I know. This is good. I'm happy with this. Okay. So let me get. Do I have handy? There they are. So I have some things to pull out. There's one. There's one. And this is the power supply. I think the power supply can now be pulled out. Yeah, I guess I got kind of up, screw. So one cool thing about Sony's is that they have these screws right here. They have these little arrows that points to screws of where things go in. Some of these I might just keep. I might not put in the blue thing because I think I'm definitely going to have to. Basically, everything now is not related to the case, so I think I'm going to just kind of keep them on my magnetic pad here and just kind of know where they're at. Have to do some remembering. Okay, so in theory, yep, this should lift right out, and it is. It's just gonna. So there's where it plugs into the board. I'm not even gonna. So if we can. So I have a blower. I'm probably gonna blow this out. What I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna pull all this stuff out. Then I'm gonna replace it and take it outside. So that might be off stream for a minute. But I have a blower over here. And I'm gonna just give everything a good blow down. But you are a replacement thing, so yep, you are going in the bag. Okay, so here we have. I probably shouldn't use metal for this, and I have a. These are the Wi-Fi things that pop out. Okay, I've got those out. I've got this one. This is the fan. Okay. Okay, where are we at now? So I got you disconnected. I gotta disconnect the drive here. Sorry about the light. If you see me, I want to do this magnification on this, just to make sure I don't screw this up. Try and get the right color. Okay, I want it to be cold. Get some tweezers here. To tell you what I'm doing is, you can see I got right here a connector that I'm trying to disconnect. So pull that up, and coming up, but there it goes. Okay. Now the fan comes out next. Let me take a look. I don't quite remember the screws that I saw for this one. Okay. Or is it, do I just pull that off? Maybe it's just pull that off. I will do that. The actual fan here. Okay. So that pulls. Oh man, look at that fan. That fan is I feel like I may have lucked out with this PS3. This thing has looks like it's not dirty at all. Nice. Okay. Now I don't remember how I saw the fan was taken off. I might have to refer to my video real quick. Give me a second. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. 3 slim. Okay. I don't care about the volume. Pull my volume down. This is compelling work, compelling video. I know of. Okay. Yep. That's where we're at. Okay, so he's right where I'm at right now. Pulls those two off. Yep. Now he's cleaning the shroud. I don't care about that. Yep, sucking that out. I don't want the. Yep. This might be the wrong video. Yep, that's the wrong video. Because this is where I'm at right now is as far as that one went. Uh-huh. Just watching the. Yep, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. We got it. We got it. All right, I'm gonna keep that one handy. So the next step is to flip it around to here and to pull this thing off. Yeah, she's big. So there's 2 screws here. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I'm going to use plastic for this. And I'm going to set this one down because, yep. That comes off. Let me, all right, all right. Okay, there's one in the, I missed one. Back here, yep, I see it. Yep. Set that just like that for now. All right.
Always good to check your reference.
Yep, I agree.
Hello Mark, first time on your channel.
Hello. I'm currently trying to update a PS, or I'm not trying to update. I'm trying to open this up and like clean it and repaste a PS3. All right. Well, there is the disk drive, the Blu-ray drive out. Now the question I have on here is, I might do this later, is that I can pull these off and pull the top off and clean the laser. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. However, when we get to this point, we can now start to see, where we're going to have some...
I love the PS3.
I do too. I've been collecting, the reason why I'm doing this is that I've been collecting PS3 games, and I'm getting a pretty good collection now. And,
are you modding?
And so I might soft mod this, is that in fact, I will on the follow-up one, because I have the discs I have. What I want to do is I want to, as I'm getting new discs, I want to rip them to hard drive, and just to make sure that they work. Because a lot of them, from what I understand, you can boot them, but they don't necessarily work. All right, I'm going to now pull that off. All right, and we're also getting close to the point where we're going to see, so we see one of the problems right here is we got the battery.
I'd say don't clean the laser. Unless there's a problem.
Okay, is this just one that will... Well, yeah, that just pulls out. Okay. So we got my button. Although strangely, it feels like that it gave me a replacement for that. I'm going to take a look at this replacement that they gave me.
I put custom firmware on mine.
Nice. That's what I'm going to do with this. Okay, so I'm going to put you on the parts pile. And I'm going to take, it's now time to take these off. And just to make sure that I do this right, I'm going to grab my phone and snap a quick picture. All right. So I'm taking these two off because the other part that I'm doing with this for Ken is that I'm going to take and I'm going to put it into this this new shell, this white shell, which should be cool. Okay, let me just pull. I just ripped those off, but that's fine. And this did this, 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 this. Okay. In fact, this is going to be, I think I'll just put this and make this the first. That's what I'll do. I'm going to make you guys the first pieces I move over. I'm currently...
This is very interesting. Nice to watch this. Grabbing me a drink.
Sounds great. Okay, so we got, what do we got inside here? I do have a kind of strangely off-color hard drive.
Everyone likes mod videos.
That is true. I'm going to put you now. I'm going to take this off. Take both of you two off. This is just the antenna for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth.
True.
So I'm going to take and put you on there. That one fits on you pretty nicely. All right. Now let me move you antennas to your new home. That one fits in there nice. Now this one's not quite fitting as nicely. There it goes. It just takes a little bit of screw down love. All right, so now we got these guys in. I'll set you aside for now. Okay, now I think this is going to be the next step. Let me pull out my video again. My video I'm following along with. I should probably do a linking to it. Okay, talking about, yep, did that. So we have a thermal pad here that will require a replacement. Okay, so they are pulling out. The next thing they're doing, I think I see you. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, I see what's up. Dope. What'd I do? What have I done? Sorry. I did poor YouTubing there. Okay, so let me tell you what the story is now. What's the next steps? The next steps are, I was wondering how to pull this shroud out. Well, the shroud is actually, this is the heat sink. So the heat sink's there, so when I'm going to have to pull the whole thing out, flip it over, and pull off the screws to make this happen. So let's see. I believe there are, so we got a couple screws here. Is anybody taking a bet on me either losing screws or forgetting to put screws back in? I feel like this is going to be a pretty high likelihood of that. Okay, there's one there.
You need a magnet screw holder.
I got one. I got one right there. That one? I don't think that is.
Then it shouldn't be too hard to remember.
Here's one here. This is telling me I'm missing one right here, but I don't see it. This is, I think, one. Oh. Okay. So now we have the board ready to pull out. I'm going to flip it over. Actually, you know what I'm going to do before I do that? I'm going to just start the cleaning process. I will say that I'm looking, I don't know if I can get a good view of that. It's probably not, well, it's getting there. I mean, that heatsink looks great. I'm really happy with how, with at least the dirtiness level of this. I actually might not. I do want to blow out the power supply, but I mean, yeah, this is all. I'm really happy with all of this. I mean, I tell you what I'm going to do is since I was actually wanting to blow it outside because I figured there'd be a ton of dust, but there's not that much dust, so I'm going to get my blower. And plug it in, and I'm going to do it right here. I'm sure this is compelling television of watching me grab stuff. All right. I'm sure that was fun on there. Okay. I'm going to kind of blow it not on the desk, kind of blow it onto the floor. Hopefully that's not too bad on camera. Is that audio like terrible? Let me know if that's like terrible. I can do this from a different spot.
However, there's a decent chance you vacuum up something you're gonna need.
No, this isn't vacuum. This is a blower. So here's where we're at right now. That's a screw from a previous project. So, okay. I blew some out. A little bit of dust did come out, but not, like I said, shockingly little dust. So that's good news. And on the back, we look like this. All right. Now it's time to get serious. There it is. I was like, what did I do with my screwdriver? Always fun, right? I need a bigger screwdriver. You know what? I'm not even going to do this. I'm going to grab me a serious size screwdriver for this because it's now time to pull these off. And I think that there's a couple. Yeah, I do have one. I'll pull these two off, these guys off first, and save the. That was on there pretty good.
How many games you have, Mark?
On my PS3, I think I just crossed the 300 game threshold for the PS3. So quite a few, and I have some really rare ones. Like the one I really want to play is Yakuza Dead Souls, and Yakuza Dead Souls is it's kind of getting expensive, and so what I want to do is I want to rip it to the hard drive and play it off of the hard drive, and not have to worry about the disc getting scratched. Okay. Yep, one here. So I should also say, again, oh yeah, that one's on there. Let me grab, I don't want to strip it. Let me grab something with a little bit more oomph. There we go. But that's just one. There's several other ones that I got. They're getting pretty expensive. Like in lieu of what's going on right now is that the Deadpool one. I have the Deadpool game. All right, now it's time to do something I've never done before, and that is to pull one of these things off. So this is. Oh, never mind. I still got one more. Man. I need to get the bigger version of they have a version of the iFixit tool set that has a bigger handle that lets you do more torque. I need one of those at some point. Not now. Okay. Looking at it, I don't see any other arrows except for these. So now it's time. Let's see. Is it this size? Yeah. All right. That's not too bad. Probably shouldn't pull. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. Okay. And there we go. And now I think I can start pulling this off. Yep. So there's the bottom of the board. And here's what the bottom of this looks like. I'm going to go ahead and right here, it's kind of, well, I'll do it right here. I'll clean this board, kind of both sides. I'm going to get fingerprints on it, so I'm not like too worried about it, but yeah, this is I'm very pleased with how clean this thing is. I guess this person whoever had this going before didn't play much PS3. I'm just pulling off the fingerprints I've just put on this. I will have to do this again. But anyway, so this is off. Now I'll take this and I'm going to just kind of, since I am going to be putting this on the thing, I'll just blow off if there's any dust. Okay. So here's the bottom of the board. If there's anything interesting you're wanting to look at, let me know. But we'll flip it back to the top. And now I should be able to slowly, oh, we got right here. But the key is going to be this side. So it's the paste is holding it in now. So I'm going to get my spudger out. And just start. There it goes. It's going. Just slowly maneuver it to break the paste. So you can see how dry this stuff is. Okay, it is clipped in right here. There it goes. The paste just busted loose. All right. Let's go ahead, pull that off the front, kind of jimmy that out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's the paste on it. I will say the board looks fantastic. And we have some pads here, here, and here. I'll probably replace those. That's these two right here. I might even make them bigger to cover.
How are you going to precisely measure the amount of thermal paste?
I kind of refuse to answer that. I'm in the camp of what ifs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little X on each one of them, and that's what I will. That's what I'll do. All right, where to start? Where to start? I will start with. I got my. Let me remove. I'll remove the paste. That's what I'll do first. I'm gonna put that in and then use my. Well, and I probably should have looked at it before I started doing this, but it didn't feel too terrible, really. I mean, it was dry, but it wasn't like. But that was also before I put IPA on there. All right. Pull some of that. Yeah, there's Krusty's. Just go ahead and toss that Q-tip. Give me a new one. A little bit there. All right, just kind of removing the excess paste there. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a little. After I do this, there's see a couple of small chunks of dried paste on the board. I'm gonna blow it off. Now, some people, I'm not gonna do this because it's super risky. But some people at this point do a process that's called delidding, which I know you're very familiar with. But they go and you can see the metal bit on there. It's between that and the die. So they pull this metal off and they do that. But this is super easy and they repaste the inside there. But that's super easy to mess with the components in there. And I am not going to do that because I
would
don't.
not recommend to remove that.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Not on this one. I mean, it's not impossible in like some point in the future that I consider doing it on my big one, my backwards compatible one. But on this one, I'm not going to. So, yep. Let me get that one. Dope. Yeah. I feel like this one can be used a little bit more. I mean, I know it doesn't have to be, super clean, but I want to get it kind of clean. And here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up to the screen so you guys can see these chips, see the covers of these chips, and hopefully it comes across. So you can see that we got the RSX reality synthesizer, and this one it's not coming across as good. This is the cell chip. This is like the main processor. All right. All right, Mobo, you are going to be set right over here for now. And now it's time to clean you. You know what? I kind of feel like for this first one, like with this, might be better just do it with a paper towel and finish up with a Q-tip. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's way better. And now this one. Huh. This one might be a better Q-tip one. Cleaning up my PS3. Again, I know I don't have to have this like medical grade or anything, but I'm still wanting to get it as nice as possible. All right, I'm going to kind of take this over the side and give this a blow down. All right, all right. I'm going to, I see a couple more spots. I just want to give a little bit of a cleaning up to. I will tell you that these two, so that what I see now is these two thermal pads I'm going to replace. Um, I'm just doing a quick clean on here. It probably doesn't really matter, but it's for me reasons. Okay. I'll keep you handy because I want so I'm going to remove that one. I'm going to remove this pad. I'm going to give you two, although I will say the pads are pretty sticky still. Pretty sticky, sis. And I'm going to probably be wasting thermal pad stuff because I'm not going to put it there. I'm going to put it on the board. And I know I've made kind of a bit of a mistake. But I'm going to put this here. Oh yeah, I'm going to clean that off. You can see right here where the pad is on the die. But it's this one here. I've got some scissors around here somewhere. I thought I brought scissors. Oh, they're right there. There's one, and there's two. And of course the top came off, like awesome. Yep, there's that. Let me wipe off these pads, the tops of the chips, I mean. Here we go. And there's this one. So now I will take and put you on there. And I want to not forget, because I did this one time with an SSD, to remove the little, to remove the clear metal part. One more time, we got it. All right. Okay. All right, are we ready for the most controversial part of this whole job? Well, wait, before I do that, I'm going to do this. Which is, I think all I gotta do is just pull, how do I do these again? I pull this down, right there, pops out. Yep. So I'm gonna grab one of these. I'm just gonna, since I have the scissors here, I'm just going to cut this out. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And pop you in. All right, we got a brand new battery in there. Okay. Well, we are now officially in the let's put things together stage. Now it's time for the most controversial part of the day. I will accept suggestions from chat. So, but here we go.
Why no Z pattern?
There you go. I'll put a little dot on each side. That's what I'm going with. Here, I'll bring it up closer. See if there's any comments. So you can see it closer. All right. There's chip 1. There's the other chip. If there's no, I'm waiting for comments as I grab the lid. All right. You have let me get these things kind of
That
arranged.
poor PS3.
Yep, all right. That's the comment I was expecting. Okay.
That'll be fine.
I'm putting that in the wrong one. All right. Here we go. In. So, okay. Let me get my pad and stuff, my thermal pad, put that away. These thermal pads seem pretty nice. They're very dense. But okay, I'm going to start here.
I prefer pads over paste, but they require a specific compression force.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Okay, get you started. All right, we're starting the tightening process. Now I'm gonna, did I do this wrong? Yeah, I did. Okay. I broke it. Okay, let me just get these things started.
It's easier to get the perfect amount.
Okay, just back and forth. give it a little bit of torque. That's the most important one. All right. Now I have 5 that go in. And this is where I'm thankful for the PlayStation to have these screws. One. Two. Three. Four. All right. All those screws are put in. So we got this all back and ready to go. I think I might keep that one. I don't think I'm going to replace that one. Because it still feels, it's still a little sticky, so tacky. I'm like, or, yeah, I'll just keep it. Once I've said don't worry about replacing that one. Okay. Sit you down for a second. I do need to grab one more
It's fine.
I do need to grab one more part off of the old one, which is this. I don't know if this might just come out. Yeah, it just kind of pops out. Okay. Let's grab the new one. Now it's time to start reassembling. Start off by putting that on. Nope, I don't like that. There we go. I like that a lot better. Make sure these ports are in okay. I do have, I have a bit of drama going on up here. Okay, I see. It's not fitting in super stable, but I don't know if I should worry about that or not. I'm going to guess no. I'm going to go with a no. Okay. I know this one had one here and one up there. That's where I put them. I know I definitely had two here. So I'm pretty sure I might have to go back and look at where I pulled these out. Uh-oh. I don't quite remember. I do know that two of them go right here. Yeah, that does not fit there. So there was one of these tiny screws. One definitely went here, or the two went here. All right, let me look at my video here just to double check. There. Okay. All right. Well, according to my video, I was doing a slightly wrong one. It's meant to go right here. I feel like those screws are too... Let me pull this. Well, I don't necessarily want to pull this out. So this was definitely one of them. I kind of feel like, and this might just be an issue with this particular mod, is that there's a revision of this board is they didn't write this one is where they said one is. Yeah, see, that's not going. These two aren't going in. So I'm putting this one in. I'm going to put these two in. because these two were there, and I think that this will. It sure feels like this one should fit in there. But these, so my issue, to let you know, is my issue is that okay. Well, while I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to go ahead and put you in. You went like this, and this. And work your way there. You went here, here. I'm thinking that it's going to be fine at the end of the day. Because it certainly looks like that screw is just too big. The screw that I had. I wonder, wait a minute. Now it's time to bust out these. Maybe there's a. It's time to start seeing what's in here. I'm just busting these out because I'm curious what's. So these are all for the outside. These might be a full replacement. So these are the outside ones. This is the hard drive. These are also outside. So these must be the ones that work. Try it there. Although it looks like the same size. Let me. Nope. 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 It's slightly different. This works.
If only there was some way to go back in time and see what went where.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. That's what my viewers are for. That's not my problem. My problem is that the holes, and maybe you can see from there is that because of this is an aftermarket case, so there's just some slight details. So you can see that these are slightly different Let me see if it can focus. They're slightly different diameters, and I'm seeing that. Wonder I wonder if I'm gonna go to YouTube and see if I can watch my current stream and go back and see that. Let's see. Uh-huh. Yep, there's the picture of just what I did. Yeah, close. Thanks. I don't need that. Let me go back. Okay. Yeah, that's too far. Okay, I'm close to where it needs to be. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I don't want you. I don't care about that. Okay, yep, yep, yep. That's when I pulled it off. Yep, that's where it goes. There's a screw goes there. It's one of these. It's like this screw goes there, but it's where it's supposed to go, but it's not. Again, I think this is more of a, yeah. It's like
Maybe
more.
try a hammer.
Thanks, thanks. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. I will say, where I'm at
I'm
now.
full of good advice.
You're full of something. Is that yeah, it's that the hole in the plastic's too big. So is what the problem is. Okay. All right, well, I will say one thing is that this certainly does appear to have a lot of good things for this. Has buttons. All right. So the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to put, okay, so it's now time to put this back on. Now, what I need to understand is, do I just re-put the old one? Is there a difference between the old one and the new one that's worth actually doing anything? So this is all the same. But I think the big difference and why I might want to think about doing it is in here. Well, no. The buttons are exactly the same. So the two buttons are the, so I'm just sticking with the old one. I'm not going to put this new one, this replacement they sent me. I'm not going to put that one in because it's kind of like pointless. So it's time to put this in. And I'm going back to my tweezers and my microscope just to be sure I do this right. Yep. There she goes. Slid right on in. As they say, like a glove. Okay. Actually, I don't want to mess with that too much. Because the next step is, it's now time for the drive. We're going to do, now that we're doing some things here, I'm going to do some more blowout. I don't think there's anything. All right. Dope. I'm good. I need to. like that. I'll slide you in like that. There we go. Now I know that you are one of these black ones. What are these? The two of them are the fan. Okay. I think that's... So those two are for the power supply. We have this and the fan. Yep, we're all good. So I'm saying this because I'm looking at my screws, what I have left, and I have them all accounted for. That's the good news story. All right, that's back in. I feel like you are a little loose. You'll be okay once we get everything in. Yep, that's all good. All right, so this is all looking good. Next thing I'll do is I'm going to do the connectors for the drive. And this is going to again be one where I get my tweezers out. So I want to do this ribbon cable. Slides in here. Okay. Then put this thing down. All right. Drives in. That one's in. I mean, as long as I'm here, I might as well. This goes into the power supply, if I remember correctly. Yes.
Are there locks on those ribbon cables?
There wasn't one on the front, but there was one on the back. And here you can see I pushed it down, so I think we're good there. I'm now going to do the RF ones, which these are always a joy. Let me slide in a little bit closer. Okay, that one's in. That one's in. Now I got my fans next. Now my fan's going to need some cleaning, and that one might be one where I kind of do it a little bit off the stream a little bit because I want, it's the dirtiest part. It's not bad, but it's still the dirtiest part on here, as you can see from here. So I'll start off with giving it a blow down on here. Yeah, this is really nice. Okay, let me pull this off and I will just do the fan right here and just gonna do it like vein by vein. Actually, let me, I'll IPA it up. In fact, I'm going to even make it even fancier. I'll do something like this. So I can get it in there pretty deep. Yep. I mean, this really is probably a little bit of overkill because I'm just like cleaning off just a little bit of really light dust. But you know, why not? This could be my daily driver PS3. So give it a little love. She's getting a little dirty. Let me change it up a little bit. Is this all the way around? I think so. Here, if you want to see how much dust came off of this thing, there, it's not bad at all. I'll give it just an overall. Wipe down. All right. I mean, there's so not too bad. I'll take it. That's my attitude. I'm taking it. All right. Let's put you back on. There it is. So it's this one. And this one. Okay, that means the next step is to go underneath there, go around that, all right, in that. Yep. Get that fully in there, okay. Have you go right there, which means that you get slid into right there. So the only two connectors I have left are the two that go into the power supply. All right, which means we're ready for the power supply. All right, I'm gonna do some blowdown. This is probably gonna be the grossest part of the whole thing. So yeah, and that is only because you have to look at the back of my head. All right. To be honest with you, I didn't even see any dust come out of this thing. This thing is in really good shape. Yeah, like you can't really see any dust in there. All right, let's. That I want to make sure. I think that you go there. right, let me do the screws first. Actually, I'm going to do the screws that came with the new case. Okay, let me make sure this one's actually in. No, it's not. I want this to be yep. Okay, now plug you in and plug you in. All right, well, there we go. Functionally, she's all back together now. And I don't think I missed any connectors, and I think that everything's good.
But does it function?
Well, we're about to find out soon enough. After I put the top on, because I'm going full bore. I feel like pretty confident that. I mean, there's nothing I touched on this thing really electrically, so I think the likelihood is low that anything's really broken with it. There's going to be drama because of the. Okay. These fit in a little weird, so there it goes. Nice. There's going to be drama because I am putting the new hard drive in, so that's going to be a little bit drama filled. But beyond that, I think we're okay. Now let me get my Torx out. Is it, or did they change these back to? Yeah. Okay. No. No, they have them as Torx. Oh man, I thought they changed them back, but we got to do these four now. Okay, that one's not fitting in very well. That one did fit good. That one fit good. Oh, that's funny. They don't have a cover for this. Yes they do. Yes they do. So, in kind of conclusion, although I'm not 100% on this, I will say that I am kind of giving props to the to this. I mean, this wasn't a very expensive replacement case, but she seems like she's pretty good. Except for this one's, that one's not fitting. Maybe this one I need to go. Because that's the original one. I'm grabbing one of these other one of the original screws for this one, just in case that there's a... Nope. Okay. Well, it's fitting the same, so that's a good news story. Bad news is that screw isn't quite fitting in. I'm also kind of not super worried about it, but okay. Whatever it's going into kind of feels like it's not. If this doesn't work, I'm just not going to put this particular screw in. No, it's like not even going in at all. So whatever happened there is not. It's not there. Anyway, that might be. I might have a one screw situation where one screw doesn't go in. All right, let's put these on. Yep. I will say, are we taking bets on if this is working or not? Let me actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna do corners. Do this smart. Because I am creating this. This is like the main structural piece. I am creating new threads.
Since there was no soldering, I'd say odds are high.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty easy. This is really a pretty easy mod. Really, at the end of the day, all I was really the only reason why I wanted to clean. I wanted to replace the paste was like the main thing. But I'm like, well, as I'm opening it, and I did some research and I saw that there's a cool. I kind of want to get a different something with a little bit more torque on this. Let me try. This is probably going to be the most annoying part of the whole thing, is because it's the I'm cutting new threads in this. Okay. This one. All right. Now I'll do this one. Whoa, well, that's not good. Something just gave way. Is this the right? It is the screw. Yikes! That screw just broke. Well, that taught me something. Go back to the main screws. It'll be fine, I think, but I will say that I took over that. So let me. I guess this is going to be pretty. I'm going back to the original PS3 screws. because if you can tell from this one, it broke from because it was trying to cut threads into it. And you can't easily pull that out. Yeah, I see that end sitting in there. So, oh well, it'll be fine. I mean, this thing's going to be playing fine together anyway.
Have my PS3 from Goodwill 40E works very well, here in Finland.
Oh, very nice.
You have tabs that cover them, right?
Yeah. The tabs cover this, yeah. Hope everything's going well. I'm glad that your PS3 is working well. This is a model. This is a model 21. Oh, actually, that just reminds me of the other part that's going to be maybe kind of fun. We'll see. All right. So that's all the screws necessary for that. Let's put in this is a model 2101 that I'm wanting to put custom firmware in. And I'm going to be doing all that sort of stuff on my next stream. So my next stream is when we'll go ahead and get this all up and running first. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But what's going to happen after I decide what I'm going to do about the sticker is that I am going to then take and I'll test this. I'm going to move this and do another stream, move this to a TV. And I'm actually between there. I'm going to download the software I need to bring this up to speed. I'm going to go to another TV and start another stream. And what's going to happen in that stream is that I'm going to be doing some. I'm going to do some setup, and once everything's kind of up and it's going, because it's going to take a while to install software, I'm going to also be streaming some Star Trek. I've been playing Star Trek Resurgence. I want to have a few hours left on that. So you're going to get like a double stream of PS3 work and Star Trek Resurgence.
Nice. Always good to get some tips. PS4 is good as well. PSP for travel, LOL.
Yeah, I like PlayStations. I really like all systems. I have all systems more or less. All right. There we go. That's all put back in. One more thing that goes into it. The new SSD. And why is there? Oh, there it goes. I'm going to use the screw that came with it. And that was a mistake. Yikes. All right, let me grab my... How did I do this? Answer, dumbness. As always. All right. Wait a minute. Error. I did something wrong. Let me fix that. Here's the new. This goes in. There we go. Now this goes in. All right, and now the last piece of the pie. Is this right here? All right. Let me, before I do any next steps, I'm going to go ahead and gather stuff up here. And put you back in.
Just subbed.
Oh, very nice. Thank you. And I have a nice, relatively nice workbench set up here. I'm just going to put all this together so I have it. A nice bench setup, but I've been doing a poor job of doing streaming stuff off of my bench. But I want to fix that. I got some more projects coming up. I have from a sneak peek perspective, I have a GameCube. I'm going to be reshelling a GameCube just like this and doing some work on a GameCube. I'm waiting for the chip that I'm looking for to come out. I don't want to put that in there. And once that comes out, then I will.
Is that your personal console or just bought?
So no, this isn't one. This isn't the one I've had originally. This is actually one I bought. I got on eBay for relatively cheap. Because I didn't. My personal console was a backwards compatible fat one, and I didn't want to. Basically, the backwards compatible ones, as everyone knows, are getting kind of rare, and they're likely to break. So for kind of like an everyday driver, I wanted to get a new one, and so I did get a new one. But then it's a model 3000 Slim, and those can't put custom firmware on it. And I want to do custom firmware, so this is one I just recently bought. That's a model 2101, and I wanted to do custom firmware work on it. So that's what this is. This will become my daily driver. Okay. Because what I'm doing is I'm gathering all this stuff up. So this is it. They gave me a label to include with this, but I am not going to use that. Well, I may not use that. We'll see how this next step goes. And maybe it will. I'll ask everybody here to see what everybody thinks about this one, because this one's one that's not. So I was like, before I do that, so there she is in her new shell. Flip it around. PS3, I think. Let me wipe the fingerprints off.
Okay, understand. Myself have mostly all game consoles here.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of consoles. I more or less. I wouldn't say I have them all, but because there are stuff I don't have, but it's pretty rare of the stuff I don't have. So, but yeah, here it is. Here's what the front looks like. Looking pretty. I think she's looking pretty sharp. I like it. So it's a different look for the PS3, and this fit on pretty well. Now comes to the part where I get what everybody's thinking. What I'd like to do from the old one is take this label off. And as you can see here, it's a CCH 2101. Now, I want to take that off and put that on there. Now, I'm going to, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my tools around and try to set this side by side.
Even back to Philips CDI, looks good. Nice job.
Oh, very nice. See, I don't have, well, CDI is one of them I don't have. But I've also been doing a lot of modifications. So if you look at my channel, I did a couple, like I have a Nintendo, I'm doing a lot of modifications where I could do like put HDMI on there. So I've added like a HDMI to my Nintendo 64, for example. So what I'm thinking is taking this label off and putting it right there. Now what I'm thinking is I'm going to break out my heat gun, heat it up, but not too much so it melts the plastic, and loosen the glue, transfer it over, and try to stick it on. That's what I'm thinking. Could melt the label. Yeah, it could melt the label. But that's what I'm going to do. The temperature I want to do. I'm going to turn you on. So I'm going to do it low. That's high. How low does she get? $120C? That's probably, I also don't have the right lead on it, but I probably feel like I need to get a knife or something. Have that one right here. Okay. Thanks a lot. All right. This is a two-handed job that I just lost. Man, stupid knife. What did you? There's a set of tweezers. These aren't the right tweezers. What did I do with those stupid tweezers? The other question I'm wondering is if I should. That's actually pretty. It's not. This isn't very warm at all. Okay, there's the tweezers. Nice. Actually, do you know what might be better? It's not that, but my needle nose. Just go slow. Now the question is should I Should I throw some glue down on there? I don't know if I have any glue like super handy. Maybe I'll just see if this sticks on its own. Okay.
See if it stays on its own.
All right, I'm gonna get a little closer here. Apologize if my head's in the way. I want to do this right. So there's that. That. This back might be too curled up. It's close. It's close. Maybe I don't need to do it. I'm just keeping some pressure on there.
The heat gun may help keep it down.
That's a good idea. I think I will do that. Yep, you can't see this. All right, let me pull this over so you guys can see a little better.
Mark, I went all out. I bought the 3D display glasses and the PS3 Move and all the microphones.
Oh, very nice. Well, here I'm pretty pleased with that. I think that'll do. I think that'll be just fine. Here, I'll pull it up so you guys can see. There's, a little crinkled here, but she's in there pretty good. For what I want, she's in there just fine, I think. All right.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
All right, there's my new PS3. Well, it's a so cool deal. That went pretty well, and that was pretty smooth so far. Obviously we have to test to see if she works. So what we're going to do, how we'll do this, is I'm gathering my old stuff here. So here's all my old stuff, and I'll do a side by side so you can now see this is. Doing this the right way? No. Sorry. Let me. So I'll put you right here.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Then I'll put you here. And I will. All right. So here we go. We went from everything in here. It's now put into here. We got everything repasted. Got a new hard drive in there. That's all good. What I have to do though is I have to. I'm right now gathering the next portion of this, which is just trying to cut the stupid label without cutting my hands. There we go. I'm probably so I'm going to I need to do a little bit of cleanup work here, and put things in there. But what I will do is I'm going to probably cut off the stream for a little bit, and I'm going to change locations because I don't really have the capability to test here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I got me an Amazon thumb drive. I'm going to get the latest version of the PS3 software, and let me just make sure she fits in. Fits in like a glove. Here, you can see. And we'll put I'll have to check to see if I have to format it FAT32, but I'll put the latest version of the PS3 software on here, plug this in, and start up another stream. Now, the streams that I'm going to start up is going to be, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it to a TV that I can switch between inputs, and I'm going to start it off. It's probably going to be labeled as a Star Trek stream on Twitch, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this, and this is doing its updates and so forth. Assuming I get to that point, of course, assuming she turns on. As it does those updates, I'm going to flip over and play some Star Trek gaming. So I'm going to have and then just be flipping back and forth as I go forward. So, but anyway, from where we're at right now, this went pretty well. Just took a couple hours. Bam, bam, bam. I'm pretty happy with it. I think this thing looks pretty hot. I have a white PS3 controller that I'm going to pair with this, and it's going to be nice. I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah. So anyway, yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. Unless anybody has any questions about any of this, it was pretty straightforward. I give a thumbs up to it. If anybody has a PS3 Slim, just check. There's white PS3. I wish there was multicolors, but there's only white PS3 ones across the board. I would have loved to have something crazy like a purple one.
More streams.
Yeah. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Well, give me about 15 minutes or so to swap over and get I got my cables here, my HDMI and my power. I'll get it plugged in, connected up. I'll get stuff downloaded, and I won't turn her on. I'll turn her on stream. So we'll see. We can all see together what's there. So like I say, give me about 15 minutes, and we'll be good to go.